When you're talking about big-time boxing, Canelo Alvarez stands the biggest. He's been knocking out guys for 25 years.
That was a right hand that finished him off.
It's a perfect straight right hand, and surely it's gonna stop the fight.
The Mexican superstar has consistently proven he's not just a fighter.
I want to make history in boxing. That's why I'm here.
He's a brand, a legacy, and the biggest name in the sport today.
I ain't trying to lose nothing here like I don't.
Canelo versus championship of the world. It's time. Don't let him outthink you. Don't let you.
Canelo Alvarez, what frightens you?
Nothing. This is what I love.
Yeah.
So.
But there's another great. Undisputed champion in 2 weight divisions, still undefeated and calling out all top contenders to step up.
Crawford fights Canelo. Who wins?
Crawford. This is not about trying to give a good account of yourself. This is not about trying to do rounds. This is not about trying to hear the final bell. This is about seizing a moment. As he says, the bag has been secured. Now it's about legacy. You know, it's about putting your name in the history books against one of the best fighters of all time.
When was the last time we saw Canelo Alvarez share the ring with another all-time great? Perhaps against Gennady Golovkin or Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd was too slick, too clever, too experienced, too seasoned.
A showdown with Terence Crawford, another multi-division undisputed champion, would undoubtedly be an instant classic, a super fight that could answer many of the questions boxing fans have been debating.
What they gotta say now?
To give credit where credit is due, Canelo's a very special fighter. And the fact that he has a whole country on his back and just millions of people worldwide supporting him is not for no reason. It's not because he's a Mexican, you know, it's not because he's from a specific place. It's because he's good and it's deserving.
His record speaks for itself. He fights anyone. Kovalev, a light heavyweight, step back down, he takes on the super middleweights. He's fearless.
Yes.
Are you serious about fighting Canelo Alvarez?
Of course.
Are you confident that that fight is a fight that you can win?
Well, I'm always confident that I can win any fight that I step foot in the ring. Canelo is a big, strong competitor. He's a great fighter. He's a future Hall of Famer. And that's what we in the game for, is to leave a legacy that will last, surpass our lifetime.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Just knowing Bud himself, and knowing how he loved to challenge himself as a person, and I know what kind of journey he's trying to get to. I know that personally. And man, he gonna walk away with a star on his back. For y'all, I promise you that.
So you take on Canelo Alvarez. How do you take that fight on? Do you box him and move him? Do you stand in front of him? This is a Mexican warrior that he punches hard. He's big. He's strong. People aren't going to doubt you because you've got the skills. They know you've got the ability. You've got the skills. This guy's got the skills and the ability. We've seen it time and time again. But he's big and strong. Are you big enough to take on this guy toe to toe and have a tear up with him?
That's why we fight. So all the questions can be answered on fight night.
Are you going to take him on though? Or are you going to box and move?
That's why we fight.
What's going to happen?
So
man?
all the questions can be answered fight night.
I think that Crawford would be the superior boxer, as great as Canelo is. As seasoned as he is, with 65 fights, if I recall, on his record. He's phenomenal.
You wanna see motherfucker? See soon. You will see something.
Crawford is something special. I think that he's a better pure boxer. I think boxing-wise, he's going to give Canelo fits. My concern is that he won't hurt Canelo. And if he doesn't hurt Canelo and can't hurt Canelo, then Canelo keeps coming. Similar to how he stalked Charlo.
Body shot by Canelo.
Bien hecho, bien así.
Get off the rope, get off the rope.
Oh, Canelo loading up with the right and left. Canelo loves to attack your arms, your shoulders.
Can Terence Crawford handle Canelo Alvarez at 160 or 168 pounds, or is he biting off more than he can chew? The weight jump is no joke. Canelo's punching power isn't exactly something you adjust to overnight. And let's talk about Turki Al-Sheikh. The man's been on a hot streak, serving up fights fans actually want to see. Could he once again create a spectacle by bringing these two undisputed champions together for a bout that promises to be nothing short of legendary?
Tell him we going for Canelo next.
Yes. Let's go. Canelo, come on.
You heard it from him.
I love greatness. You know, I love people who want to create legacy, who want to create history.
You're at least, like you said, lots
want
of
to
jabs.
create those iconic moments, who want to continuously
Jabs,
accept
nothing
change.
landed. However, Canelo is moving.
Saul.
Both fighters bring unique strengths that could shape the outcome of what would undoubtedly be one of the most significant fights in boxing history. Crawford doesn't just move, he shoots. Canelo's punches combine raw power with exceptional precision. Every jab, hook, and uppercut is delivered with purpose, expertly breaking down his opponent's defense. In a matchup with Crawford, Canelo's knack for identifying and capitalizing on even the smallest openings could push Bud into a relentless cycle of adjustments.
I would pick Crawford to win if he can box and stay away. I don't believe he can hurt Canelo. And if Canelo catches him, it could be trouble. But I would still say it would be a very interesting fight. I just believe that Crawford hasn't been in the ring with anybody this powerful. And I'm wondering whether he could stay away. Again, Crawford is the superior boxer. But if he can't hurt Canelo, he can't keep him off him. And that's where the problem lies.
It's going to be a great test for Crawford. Both fighters have been looking amazing. So yeah, I think it's an amazing fight. Respect to Crawford that will jump up and take that fight because he doesn't need to. He'll still make big money fighting elsewhere. But it seems to me that Canelo's the one that's scared that doesn't want to fight him. I mean, all these excuses he's coming out with.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this last couple of years. I've not been against Terence Crawford. Nobody's
Terence Crawford's career.
You know.
I think you're looking at both Terence Crawford and Canelo towards the end of their careers. So I think this is a good time for them to put it together and do it. You know, Bud, from a smaller weight class, it's not the ideal thing for him to do if he was a regular fighter, but it is Bud that you're talking about. He's very crafty, he's very experienced. I think he could, you know, go in there and box the shit out of Canelo, but I just think it's a bad idea to try to stand toe-to-toe with the naturally bigger, stronger, power-punching Canelo.
You can't say no to Crawford till somebody beat him. Same with me. You can't say no to me till somebody beat him. As you saw, as long as I was cool until I pulled the weight off me, wasn't nobody gonna beat me. So as long as I was able to put weight on, wasn't nobody gonna beat me. As long as he putting weight on, ain't nobody gonna beat him. Now they strip him back down to 47 or 40, they might have a chance because that takes way more from you than going up in weight. But as long as he goes up, the sky's the limit for Bud. So I mean, Canelo's a tough cookie to crack. Don't get it wrong. And I'm not saying he's gonna beat Canelo, but Canelo's gonna have to beat him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he ain't gotta beat Canelo. Canelo gotta beat him.
Crawford is a dog.
He just got dog in him. He wanted that challenge.
When you bring dogs in, I mean camp is getting serious. Because, you know, we always got dogs in the camp, especially pit bulls. We're in that mind frame. Kill him. Go get him. Get at me, dog. Grand champ. Right hook.
It's the Bud Crawford era, dude. He's a dog.
Scratch all day. Match all weight.
1, 2, 1, 2. Come through, run through. Gun hook holes. You don't know what the gun do?
I don't think we've seen anything like Terence Crawford. In all my years of boxing, I know that for a fact. I've never seen anybody that has everything. Good speed, power, timing, can switch the way he switches, to have the toughness, the meanness that he has, the way he finishes guys, the way he breaks down guys. He's one of the smartest guys that I've ever seen in the ring.
It's time to go, baby.
I like Spence, but you know, I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything, but I knew. I think is the type of fight Terence Crawford is fighter is different.
All right, Price, thank you very much.
I love boxing so much. Boxing in my life. Boxing made me the person I am today. This Canelo, nobody can beat this Canelo.
My buddy, my Canelo, wherever my not wanting to fight and outpricing himself. Even Turkey knows that Canelo is afraid. I'm trying to think of an excuse for Canelo. $200 million, you're crazy.
That I am the best fighter in the world right now, today.
He said to me, I want to make Canelo Crawford. Go and speak to Saul, let's make this fight. And I said, okay. And I reached out to Saul and I said, look, His Excellency wants to make this fight. I think you should go to see him in Los Angeles, he's there. And Saul just said, look, I'm focused on this fight. I won't talk about another fight till after this fight. And I think, His Excellency probably can't understand I think it's a frustration of, no, let's make the fight, come on. You have to understand the way that he operates.
Canelo Alvarez is a pound-for-pound great and a Mexican superstar, and he's boxing's biggest star today.
When it's time to fight, it's time to fight. It's gonna be me or you. And I'm coming. That's all I can say, I'm coming.